Hi, friends. How are you? We are here and we're live, and it's my favorite time of the week. Like always, we are here for another Ask Me Anything. This is my opportunity to show up and serve you well. The way that it works is every Tuesday, I put a post out on Facebook asking for questions, and the most upvoted questions make it into a live video that I get to stream. So, number one, I answer the most popular questions that people want to know. And number two, I also answer your questions live, so be sure to leave them in the chat. So for those of you guys who are here, total random note, I tried a new curling iron today. I'm not sure what I think about this curling iron. I definitely need like a few practice runs, but you want to know what? I am out here trying new things, and that is going to be the point of social media marketing and building a brand for your business. So shout out to Moniece and Hillary and Paige. Okay, let's get into some questions. Chrissy says, I've heard a lot about Facebook Creator Studio, but haven't started using it. Would love to hear more about it and your opinion. And Chrissy's post was upvoted 13 times. A lot of people want to know about Facebook Creator. Now, here's one thing that I want to make sure that we're all connected on. Facebook Creator started first off as an app, and then they made it only exclusively for desktop Facebook. But they also added the ability for Facebook Creator to be used in conjunction with Instagram Creator. Now, I read an article a while back, but this is from later, and they say, according to Facebook's press release, one of the biggest goals is to help creators earn money from the content they create, including ad revenue, brand collaborations, and support from fans. With these options, creators can grow their passion into business, making money with any combination of monetization products that make sense for their content and for their audience. So, what does all that verbiage and jargon mean? Well, in the most layman's term, I could sum it up in one sentence. Facebook Creator Studio is best for influencers and financial collaborators, because what Facebook saw a lot of was influencers coming in and then making their own way on how they were monetizing. They were making money by selling products to their audience. And Facebook said, wait. This feels like a commercial and it looks like a commercial, and we have to make sure that our audiences know it's a commercial. So in order for Facebook and Instagram to know how influencers were creating marketing components on Instagram and Facebook, they created Creator Studio by giving influencers tools to measure their performance, to get click-through rates, basically to give that information over to sponsors and create a synergistic relationship. Is Facebook Creator for the average small business owner? Probably not. You could use it because people love responding to DMs on Instagram from Facebook Creator. They love scheduling posts to Instagram from Facebook Creator. And actually right now, Facebook Creator is the only platform that you can actually schedule your IGTV. So there are benefits, but it's basically created for people who are influencers getting paid for their content. Let's get into the next question from Kayla. She writes, am I being an overthinker? I'm thinking whenever you get a new follower, what steps should I be taking? Do I follow them back? Do I DM them? Do I comment on their profiles? A lot of ideal customers have private profiles. Also, is there a way to be more engaging on Facebook pages to get people on your page? Okay, Kayla asked a lot of questions, but she was basically asking, Jasmine, what can I do to maximize my new follower engagement rate? What can I do to make them feel super thankful that I'm super thankful? And my advice has always been to never not do anything that you're not comfortable with. However, to do however much you can as long as it's true to you. So Kayla is saying, Jasmine, do I DM them? Jasmine, do I leave comments? Jasmine, do I follow them? I'm saying that you can do and should do however much time your schedule leads you to. Do I wish for every new follower I got on Instagram, I can go and leave a comment and send them a DM? Yeah. I don't have the bandwidth for that. But as a new business owner, if you have the capacity to immediately, you get a new follower and you like a few of their photos, you leave a comment, and then you respond to one of their stories, that's amazing. You will fast track your engagement rate, because a lot of times people follow other accounts and then they never hear from them. Imagine somebody following your account and getting a very personal, tailor-made response from you. That would be amazing. Do I think that everybody should do it and everybody should follow back? No, unless it is true to you. So my advice, do however much you can while always being true to yourself. Maggie says, hi, Jasmine. I'm Inside Social Curator, and I think your community is amazing. I've been in so many memberships and groups where I don't post or you can't tell the community aspect. I want to create my own community like this for an upcoming membership. Was it like this from the get-go? What tactics did you use to implement this? Or is it simply a numbers game? Ooh, okay. I'm so interested with this question because there was a couple words in there that Maggie used that really popped off to me. Number one, was it a numbers game? And the answer is hard no. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Oftentimes, the bigger a group gets, the less that people are participating because there's so much activity and it's like a hive. I personally feel that smaller Facebook groups with a lot of attention have the propensity to be amazing. Like currently, Social Curator Facebook group has around 6,500 members. But it was just as active when we had 650. Like we didn't open the doors and all of a sudden had thousands of members. Like we slowly built up to that. And the community has been a total game changer. And the second word that she used was tactics. Maggie says, was it tactics? And I want to tell Maggie and anybody else who's interesting, when it comes to Facebook groups, it's strategy, not tactics. We went in, so I spent, goodness, JD is my husband and he's my business partner. I spent around 2 weeks envisioning and imagining and dreaming up my dream Facebook group. Because I have to be honest with you, how many of us, like seriously, can anybody co-sign? Can anybody leave a comment that lets me know you've been in Facebook groups that are like terrible? Either people are mean or they're snarky or they're unhappy or people are super judgmental. Like, have you ever been a part of those Facebook groups? Like, I couldn't be the only one, right? Because, you know, when we launched Social Curator, we didn't have a Facebook group. I was like, no, I don't need that negativity in my life. And so many people were asking for it because I was doing group coaching. I do group coaching. I do studies. I do master classes. And people are like, we want to have it in a group. And so in order for me to have a group, so yes, Kiana, Navita, Michelle, Katie, they're all saying they have been parts of past Facebook groups that are like no bueno for the soul. So I spent around 2 weeks and I made a list of everything I wanted my Facebook group to be. I wanted it to be not about me, Jasmine. I didn't want it to be about a popularity contest. I wanted no mean people. I wanted no snarky people. I didn't want to feel like the group was just a bunch of people taking from each other. I wanted to feel like the group was giving to each other. So once I spent the time, and I encourage anybody else who wants a group to please spend the time and dream up your perfect group. Because the most important part of creating a business is establishing the culture. When we started Social Curator, we had no idea that it was going to turn into what it is today. But when we established the culture of our team, of our business, and of our Facebook group, boy, oh boy, did things just completely take off. So anybody who is here, my advice would be, number one, to plan out a small group of people who will help moderate the group and create content to establish the culture. Number two is to have a group of people who are actually group moderators, making sure that when people are rude to each other, it's completely cut off or it's addressed. And then number three, making sure that at the beginning, you're very active to establish the culture so that other people can come in and take things from there. So, Maria Vasserman says, I just started my first Instagram promotion. I've decided to give away a free holiday photo shoot, but I couldn't find any way to boost a post on Instagram without switching to a business creator account. How can I do it? Okay, Maria. So Maria, if I remember correctly, you're a member of Social Curator. I'm almost certain, Maria, you're on the inside of Social Curator. And remember, we have that issue on Instagram ads. You can create an ad on Facebook and then push it over to Instagram. So if you don't need a creator profile and you don't need an Instagram for business page, you can just create the ad in Facebook and then just show it on Instagram. That's what I do. Okay, let's dive into another question from Michelle. But I really want to go back. One thing, like, y'all, the most important part of creating a business is establishing the culture. Like, I have to say that because it really does parlay into this next question that was upvoted 5 times from Michelle Carr. How to reach local clients, and not just with hashtags, to attend events. I do sign parties, and I'm always looking for new people to come to my events. So Michelle is very active here on Facebook. She's active in the Facebook group for Social Curator, and she is a social curator. So here's the thing. Michelle asked that question, and I was reading. A lot of people responded to Michelle's question, which I thought was so cool. And then I came across this post. Y'all, look at that. From Glenda Beagle. She pours into Michelle, and she gives her so much beautiful advice. If you are looking for additional advice, please go down to the post right below this video, and you will see this conversation, because like 6 or 8 people were all throwing out around ideas. It was such a beautiful thing to see. And then all of a sudden, Michelle says, "Are you a social curator?" And then Glenda says, "I sure am." Okay, you guys, hello. When social curators are meeting out in the wild, and then they're helping each other, and they help each other so much that they're like, "I smell your folk. Are you my folk?" And then they say yes. Get out of here. So talk about culture. Y'all, I can't even deal. So let's go back to Michelle's question. How to reach local clients to attend events. I do sign parties, and I'm always looking for new people to come to my events. Michelle, my advice is you get customers by showing what you do. Now, here's one really cool thing that Michelle actually, in the comments below her question, she was explaining how this month, every single weekend, she's going to be, I'm losing my voice. I need to stop yelling. She's going to be doing like events. She's going to be at like craft shows. She's going to be at conferences. And she's saying, I want more people to host parties. And my first thought was, oh my God, Michelle, at these events, you should have people making your custom signs. Now, I know that seems totally crazy, but y'all, I made this video. It's here on Facebook. I'm going to actually drop a link right now. But I made this video, and it's called to go on a photo, and it's called to go, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm stressing out because I'm so nervous. It's called How to Go on a Photo Safari. But the whole thing about this, I just put the link in the chat. The whole thing about this was showing people what you do in real life will be the quickest way to grow. So Michelle, if you're going to these events on social media, I would put out, does anybody want to put together a custom sign for a 10% discount at the art fair, at the trade show? So imagine you're there on the trade show floor and you have a table, and instead of having this whole beautiful, like, oh, everything's untouchable and glorious, what you're doing is having a group of 3 to 4 people making custom signs. Because something that Glenda had said is like, she's like, I see a lot of people doing custom signs, but if I don't resonate with what the sign says, I don't think it's for me. And Michelle says, wait, but my people create their custom signs, like a family established date, baby coming soon, your address. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You know, like that, like everybody's making it their own. And I thought, oh my God, Michelle, have people at your event doing your custom signs. When people see that it's custom, they're like, oh my God, I totally need this at my party. I totally need this at my baby shower. I totally need this for like my office Christmas party. Girl, slay all day. So be sure to check out that video, y'all. Like, please, more than anything, I want to make sure that is definitely seen and you guys checked out, because here's the thing about that video. Oh my God, I'm literally going 1,000 miles an hour. In that video, as I was filming, I was like, hey, you should go out and do what you do in public. And I was making a video in public. And you guys, I can't even make this trash up. Hand to heaven. We're doing this video and a girl comes up to me and she says, oh, do you do videos? Would my business be able to hire you to make a video? Do I drop the mic now or should I drop it later? I mean, you guys, I can't even get so I'm a firm believer. Like when I carry my camera, I get asked all the time if I would be willing to shoot photos. And I'm like, you haven't even seen my photos. Like, you don't even know if they're good. And people are like, oh, I just trust you. Oh my God. Okay, so if you guys want to learn how to go out and build your business on a safari, be sure to check out that video. The link is there. So let's also get into another live question. Hillary Griffin, Using a Trello tutorial from Social Curator to organize my content. Definitely need to up my Facebook game. Should I stick with my personal page or my Facebook page to engage for business awareness? Created a group but don't want to be another one of those MLM groups. LOL. I want my people to feel welcome even though the place is in order. Do you have any advice? So Hillary is in the direct sales MLM and she wants to expand her messaging. So I don't actually know what specifically Hillary sells. It could be essential oils, it could be hair care, it could be makeup, it could be, fitness drinks, whatever it is. My answer is still the same. The most successful people who are using direct sales to grow their business, like in the multi-level marketing sphere, the top salespeople aren't the people who are always selling essential oils, essential oil recipes, essential oils, and essential oils. The strongest salespeople are the people who lead with their personal brand, who they are and why they do what they do. And the best way to really create compelling content on Facebook or on Instagram is to lead with story. Story, story, story. Stories of how your product has had an impact on your life. Story about the things that you're doing for the holidays. Story how you're shopping in advance to save time. Here are 3 time-saving tips. One of those tips should be to place an order with you for their friends and family for the things that they want to buy over the holiday season. It is truly all about building a personal brand, not about being extraordinarily savvy about selling. So, let's get into a question from Glenda. So she says, okay, hold on. I should go back. Hold on. Okay, time out. Glenda's question's a little bit long, but let's just bring everybody up to speed. She's saying, Jasmine, I'm trying to run Facebook ads for my target audience, but Facebook changes policies and Facebook is now saying we can't use terminology like, I know how you feel. I felt that way. That identifying quality of using copy on Facebook ads, Facebook is like, gotta be real strict. So her question is, you're no longer allowed to refer to knowing how they feel or anything that indicates that you know them in an ad. Any suggestions for wording to help convey that I've been there or I know how they feel? Glenda went on to say that she's tried filing for ads and the ads got denied because they had the connotation of I know how you feel. Now, Facebook did this, I'm guessing, strongly because everybody was saying, I know how you feel. So what's happened is we want to make sure we're not asking. We are identifying, but specifically, we are self-identifying. Because what happens is that Instagram is saying, they don't want you to come on and saying, I know how you feel. What Facebook will not bother you with if you say, I feel. When you self-identify your ads. Now you can self-identify and accomplish the same thing. Let's get, these are just a couple things that I thought of immediately off the top of my head. If I couldn't say, I know how you feel, I would then self-identify with these 3 topics. You know that moment when, that's all about me. Can you identify with, and then you say, the first time you rode your bike, the first time you tasted ice cream. Or you could say, am I the only person who? What we've just done is put it back on ourselves. Am I the only person to get frustrated without having customers walk through my door? That's the same as saying, are you frustrated not having people walk through your door? I know how you feel. Or I know how it feels to not have customers walk through your door. If you were to say, there was another one that I had, you know that moment when. This is legitimately, you know that moment when you realize nobody's walking through your door? Or you know that moment when I realized that nobody was walking through my door? I've been there. So we are saying the same thing, but twisting it to not saying, I know how you feel. You could just say, this is how I felt. I think that workaround will help a lot. And I love that question because it's super important that we are making sure that we are staying top of mind on our clients and staying up to date. So for those of you guys who are tuning in, quick copywriting, staying on top. Yes. Monique said this is such a golden nugget. Yes. We out here searching, panning for gold. 24 karat, baby. 24 carats. Mark Bates says, am I the only one who's really confused? Mark, if you're not running a lot of ads, don't even worry about it. If you're running ads, Facebook becomes very particular about the type of words that you use in an ad on Facebook. So that's it. Katie says, Jasmine, my sister from another mother. No, it's my sister from another mister. Duh. Okay, let's get into some live questions. Nivdita, question, I have been out of Facebook for a year now, focusing on one-on-ones, and I think I'm ready for more. What is a good way to start back? Girl, a good way to start back is to start back. If you decided to ride a bike and then get off the bike, and then you tell me, hey, Jasmine, what's the best way to start riding a bike again? My advice is get on the bike. You're only going to know how to change your ride, change your course, or build your endurance by riding the bike. So friends, can we all get a collective riding the bike? There you go. Okay. Mark Bates likes my hair. There you go. Jenny Reese says, what is the best way to nurture groups on Facebook? We actually started this conversation by talking about Facebook group nurturing, and I gave 3 tips. So if you're watching on the replay, you can back up. Like once we end, I want you to go back and watch that. But the 3 main tips were to make sure that you have your content planned, to make sure that you have a group moderator in place, and to make sure that you are setting the culture in the group. Because there are going to be people like Michelle and Glenda who popped in and were just like, oh, we're actually connecting outside of the Facebook group on this public page, but they knew each other so well because our culture is pervasive. You know what? I don't even know if pervasive is the word I should use. What is the definition of pervasive? I just feel like it sounds like it's a good fit, but if pervasive is bad, I don't like it. If pervasive is bomb, that's totally what I meant. Duh. Does anybody know? The definition of pervasive. Okay. Yes. So, Christy Cross. It's so easy to understand when you tell those words to advice of others. Perfect. Sabrina says, Jay, have you ever made a huge change, walked away from something in a business that had to happen, but it scared you to death? Sabrina, yes. I walked away from a professional photography career that I had done for over a decade, and I had successfully been named the top 1% of the top 1% of photographers in the world. Who would ever walk away from that type of business and that type of studio, traveling the world, working with editors, doing photo shoots? It scared the heck out of me, but I also knew that I was not called to live a safe life. I was called to live a full life. And if I continued doing the same thing over and over and over again and expected to have a different life, I was in the wrong space. So Sabrina, if you are making a change because you know that your life is being called to more, then I say, girl, do it scared. Do it scrappy, do it messy, do it ugly, do it scared, but do it. Okay. Mary says, wrong word, but we love you. Oh, stop. You know, pervasive sounds good. Come on, you guys. Okay. I love that. Melanie, do you feel Facebook ads work better than Instagram ads? I find myself using Instagram more than Facebook. I have done so much robust testing, and I will say that the ads are just as effective on each platform. However, my Facebook ads attract a different type of user, and my Instagram ads attract a different kind of user. I do not think that one is better or worse. It's just my ads are going to where people are. I'm actually excited. I haven't even announced this. I'm actually going to start testing with YouTube ads. I have been building out my YouTube channel for years. I've never done anything to grow it, but I'm like, here I am investing strategically on Facebook and Instagram because what I say is go where your audience is, and I have an audience on YouTube, but I'm like not being strategic about it. So this is me saying that I only test ads to put ads where my audience is to better improve our experience together. Who knows? Maybe my ads will do terrible on YouTube. I have no idea, but I'm willing to test the waters, and that's what I want, Melanie, you to really lean into. Test it. You have no idea, but I can say, at least for my audience, Facebook and Instagram work identical. Like, it's amazing. Okay. Faye Lawrence, especially of an unwelcome, oh gosh, these are coming in so fast. People are saying, YouTube, oh, YouTube, okay, Lord Jesus, maybe we should be focusing more on YouTube. Actually, I love YouTube. I think it's absolutely amazing, and I'm still there, out there. Oh, I should actually say, I got an email, it was like a bad, I'm not going to say it was bad. I don't believe that anything is like a bad email. But this person says, Jasmine, I don't really get what you say. Like, if you're such a big influence, why when you put a video out on YouTube, you're only getting like 600 views? Like, if you were really good at what you did, your views on YouTube would be closer to what your views are on IGTV and on Facebook. My whole opinion on that is that I am using social platforms strategically. I do Facebook and Instagram for real-time engagement and content dissemination. I do YouTube for long-term searchability. YouTube is the world's second biggest search engine. I put out videos for years that got like 100 views. And those same videos, 6 years later, after I started my channel, have over 30,000 views. That is the power of YouTube. So when somebody comes at me sideways and says, you ain't getting views, I was like, I ain't getting views today, but watch me next year, and watch me the year after that, and watch me the year after that. Y'all, I play a different game. I am not out here for kicks and giggles. I don't do it for numbers. I do it with strategy. There you go. Okay. I know people are just like, dang, Jasmine has an attitude. My face, I gotta handle the face. My face has got a situation. I wear my emotions on my face. If I disagree with you, you're gonna know it in like 30 seconds. So thank you, but no thank you for people who have opinions about my YouTube strategy. I out here just trying to do the dang thing. And to those of you who have the courage enough to be posting videos on YouTube, you do you. One day, if not today or tomorrow or the following, those videos are going to be discovered by a person who needs to hear the thing you have to share. Are you going to rob the universe of not sharing it out because you're worried that people are going to say you only got 3 views? Boy, bye. Girl, bye. I'm out here trying to do my dang thing. There you go. Okay, so thank you guys. Every week we come in, we have a conversation. This is every Wednesday. This is how we do what we do, how we do it. I hope you guys have a great and fantastic week. I will see you out here on Facebook again and again. Be sure to check in on Tuesday so that you can leave your questions and get them answered by yours truly. Much love, y'all. Oh, I totally forgot. Y'all, we have a party. JasmineStar.com/subscribe. Every week, I send a newsletter. It's filled with, they're not sales pitches. It's all like warm and fuzzy social media and branding goodness. JasmineStar.com/subscribe. Love you, people. Bye.